So to recap what I did, I had access to a handful of insulin syringes, and so I knew people had been online, and there's knowledge out there that each dose of NatPara is equal to 7 units of an insulin syringe. So units, insulin is measured in units, measurements of units. So 1 unit, let me find that here, pull back. So a 1 unit of measurement is the same as, say, like a cc or a tablespoon or a millimeter. A unit is just a measurement. So if you were told to take 10 units of insulin, you would use a syringe like this, and you would measure up to the 10 mark right there, and then you would deliver that. The NatPara pen was supposed to deliver 7 units per dose. And so I made a video where I tested each daily dose, and I consistently came up with, that first video I had a couple of days of 6, 6.5, one day of 6.5, and then the other days were 7 units, and then the other videos. And so if you averaged it out, the majority of the time, the pen measures exactly 7 units, which is that much. So each daily dose of NatPara is equal to 7 units in an insulin syringe. And it doesn't matter what strength you're on. I'm on 25 micrograms, but if you are on 50, 75, or 100 micrograms, you still get 7 units when the syringe, when you push and deliver your medication. It's always 7 units. It's just the concentration of the liquid is more. So if you have 7 units of 50 micrograms is the same measurement on here, still 7 units. It's just the liquid inside is more concentrated with the NatPara drug. That's all that is. So every cartridge that you get, no matter the dosage, is 7 units. It's just the concentration of the medication inside is more. So like, it's just like how chocolate is your chocolate milk. If you have a higher concentration of chocolate in chocolate milk, it's going to be more concentrated. Kind of makes sense. Anyways, so my test showed that the pen consistently delivered 7 micrograms. I did note that when it was not 7 micrograms, 7 units. The times that it didn't measure exactly 7, it ironically was the first 2 days of the dose and not the last, because I always thought the end of the pen, I felt like I wasn't getting as much, but I noticed the last half of the pen was the most accurate in giving the 7 units. The first 2 days were the times that I had not exactly 7 units would be measured up typically. So the first 2 days ended up being the least accurate measurement wise. The second thing I tested was since there are 9 clicks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 clicks to get to go, I determined that, and it's simple math, 7 units in 9 clicks. Each click should be 0.777 something, so I rounded up to 0.78 units. And if you did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clicks, you should get 3.9 units delivered. And if you do 1, 2, 3, 4 clicks, you should get 3.1 units delivered. And I did those tests on camera, and then I did them numerous times through multiple cartridges of just plain water and came up with that. 5 clicks was consistently 3.9 or just at 4, and 4 clicks was right at 3 units. So, having talked this over with my doctor, and we had been debating on if I was going to use the insulin syringes and draw up 4 units and 3 units throughout the day, or if I was going to use the pen and click 5 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon. After doing this, I think I'm going to try my first split dosing with my doctor's permission, obviously, and he's following me very closely. I'm going to use the pen, click 5 in the morning and click to 4 in the afternoons, and I'll probably get a marker and mark. There's a window right there, so I can't do that. Yeah, maybe I'll break the window and mark on the white little line there so I know exactly where it's at in case I'm not paying attention one day. Anyways, I hope this helps. That there are exactly 7 units in a daily dose, and that the pen consistently gives 7 units with each dosage, and that the pen consistently gives right at 4 micrograms at 5 clicks, not micrograms, 4 units at 5 clicks, and it consistently gives just over 3 units at 4 clicks. So if you were to split dose, I was going to do each click when I first started and measure how many is in each click. How much is in consistently in 1 click, how much is in consistently in 2 clicks, how much is but that was going to be too time consuming, and since I knew what I was going to do was 5 and 4, that's what I tested. So for those of you who are considering split dosing and you have your doctor's approval and he will be following you, I hope this helps you determine if you're going to use the insulin syringe or if you're going to use the pen.